They say you never realise when it's happening, when someone starts to take pieces of you until you're left with nothing that feels like yours anymore. I didn't notice at first, but then I started to feel like I wasn't in control of myself or my body, and that was one of the most terrifying times of my life. That's where everything really began, when the control started slipping away and I didn't even see it happening. It started so small that it didn't look like control at all. What I wore, where I went, who I spoke to. At first, it looked like care. Like someone giving me love and loving me enough to protect me. But slowly it became about rules, not concern. Limits, not love. And then came the drinking. I didn't realise it at the time, but alcohol was being added to my drinks, subtly, secretly. Eventually I started to laugh and feel relaxed. I thought I was just loosening up, becoming a better version of myself. But I had no idea what was really happening. By the time I started craving it, by the time my body needed it was already too late. The chemistry in my brain and my body had been rewired. I thought I was choosing it, but I wasn't. I was being trained to depend on it without knowing. And the thing about manipulation is it doesn't always scream, it whispers. It makes you doubt yourself. It tells you you're too emotional, too dramatic, too weak to even handle your own life. And that is a very scary place to be. And I believed it until one day I couldn't anymore. Until one day I didn't recognize myself at all. I didn't know who I was. And not just physically. My eyes were dull, and my face felt tired. I just couldn't see me in myself anymore. And that's when it hit me. I'd lost my voice, my choices, my power, and realising that didn't fix everything as much as I wished it did. It just cracked something open. And through that tiny crack, light started to come in. And for me, that light was a person. Someone who saw me, even when I wasn't able to see myself. Now my husband, he didn't rescue me, but he reminded me that I was worth rescuing. He showed me what real love looks like. Not control or fear, not silence, but patience, kindness and belief. Eventually, he helped me to find the strength to walk away from the dwelling in my trauma, to give myself the space to heal and to rebuild. 4 years later, we got married. And little by little, throughout those 4 years, he has helped me to see that I deserved better and that I still deserve better than what my ex had put me through. Getting out wasn't one big moment. It wasn't massive. It was 1,000 tiny small choices, choosing myself over and over again until it finally stuck. I had to relearn what trust felt like. I had to rebuild parts of me that I thought were gone forever. But I did, and I'm still doing it. Because this story isn't about him or what was done to me. It's about what I became after, and I became free. So if any of this feels familiar, please hear me. You are not alone. You are not broken, and you are not to blame. What happened to you doesn't define you. But maybe what you do next can. For me, it started with one terrifying moment, realizing I wasn't in control. But that same moment became the start of getting my life back.